I became a Maryland fan when I started the recruiting process. Of course, I watched Juan Dixon, Steve Blake, that team. They won the national championship.
Give it to Dixon. He deserves it. A first ever national championship.
I wanted to stay home, wanted to stay close. Also, the uniforms. A couple years ago, they started making new uniforms with the flag on it and stuff like that, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, yeah, not only just being home, just the uniforms now. I like to play with style.
Trimble goes past his defender. Trimble all the way to the rim and scores! And he's fouled on that play.
And you come to Maryland to coach guys like Melo, guys from the area, and you hope you can keep the right ones home. I've watched it since I moved here. Everybody told me he wasn't a point guard. Everybody told me he was too slow. Everybody told me he wasn't athletic enough. And I just kept saying, I think Melo's pretty special.
Nice shoot, guys. Nice shoot, guys. Just gotta concentrate on that best you can.
He always tells me that I'm better than him than he was at his time and stuff like that. And I like that he really trusts me with the basketball, especially being a freshman.
Hold your follow through, Melo. Hold your follow through. You're all right. Good. Throw at the seams, guys. Throw at the seams.
He really pushes me to the limit, and I think he really likes me. Well, I would hope that he really likes me, because I like him too, as a coach. Well, I used to play football, and I had seen a free accident, and so I decided I didn't want to play football anymore. I wanted to play basketball, and I didn't really start liking it until I started watching the Wizards, Juan Dixon and stuff like that. He was at the Wizards. I got my jersey signed by him when I was, I think, 8 or 9.
It's amazing that it happened that way, and for me to have an opportunity to be around him every day, watch him grow as a young man and watch him grow as a basketball player, it's just amazing how things work out.
Sixes, 3 sets. Here we got 3 and 3, 3 sets. Questions? All right, let's go. Knock it out, guys. Go, Jake. Come on, Jake. Come on, Melo. Below. Elbow high. Elbow high, Melo. Sliding that hip. That's it, Melo.
How'd that thing go?
I think that Melo Trimble can be a catalyst in helping to Terrapins to keep guys here. When you can see a guy from this area go to the University of Maryland and be successful, then I think that opens up a pipeline. I look back at myself, I know I saw the success of Len Bias, and when I knew that he was from Prince George's County, right where I'm from, it made me want to latch on to that guy.
We're doing good, so Maryland deserves local players like the other schools around the country get their local players. We should get our local players.
Trimble is so important, not just because of what he gives Maryland on the floor, but from where he came from. He's recruited out of that D.C. corridor, which is such a fertile recruiting ground. If you can get some of the best players in that area to stay at home, it will pay dividends, and it certainly has in his freshman year.
Melo's seen it all, he's done it. And I think his high school coach, Joe Wooten, did an unbelievable job with him. And I remember Joe coming up to me when I first got here, he said, I got a special one, I got a special one. And he knew, because he coached Melo every day.
Melo Trimble, the freshman, top of the key jumper, stops and pops and got it. How good is that?
A young man that comes out of D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and hence the name, the DMV, is battle-tested, just like the Big Ten. You play Michigan State to a double overtime win, and you got to turn around and come back and play a tough Minnesota team, and then it just keeps growing and growing from there. So I think one thing Melo has done for Maryland, in my humble opinion, is he makes others around him better, and then he takes advantage of his opportunity when it presents itself.
He was a big part of me playing point guard, so I could just say a lot of people saying I'm playing good and stuff like that. I'm getting awards, but I don't let any of that stuff get to my head. I just want to win.